Good day, traders. The 4-step method to high performance trading is a free course download for increasing your confidence in your ability to execute your trading edge in live time. The link for the download is in the description box below. And the free audio program, the 7-step daily routine for high performance traders, is also a free download to develop your discipline, your confidence, and a winning mindset to master the markets. Again, the download for these links is in the description box. They're both free downloads. Let's get started. Good day, traders. Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading, and today we're going to be talking about a 5-star all-in best trade candidate. Now, one of the things we talk about in the 3-day setups in the playbook on page 31, and first red day, first green day opportunities, and when we get an opportunity for a 5-star scalable best trade candidate, these are the ideal 3-day templates that build up order flow and volume on a longer time frame, other time frame traders for large, explosive, 5-star parabolic opportunities. Now, if you go to the playlist, the last few videos that I put together, I think touch pretty much on every aspect that you need to identify best trade candidates and actually how to trade them. So the playlist is called Everything You Need is in the playlist. And there's 5 or 6 videos in there that cover pretty much every aspect of best trading candidates from the playbook. This week we have a week full of major red news. You can check out your calendar, forexfactory.com calendar. We have U.S. crude inventories on Wednesday, but we have pretty much major red news every single day this week and in different sessions also. Nothing tomorrow in the U.S. session other than the Canadian dollar, but this was a sort of an opportunity to be looking at oil. And we talked about oil yesterday on the video where we talked about how the break of Friday's low of the day made Monday a day 2 and Friday a day 1, because when we start our 3-day count, failed breakout at the higher low of the week, this itself is not a day count until the break of a daily low, which we had on Monday. We talked about this first red day on Friday, and we'll just label that. So we have the 1-hour West Texas chart. This is Friday, which became our day 1 after the break of the low of Friday on Monday. And we had a large move down in the U.S. session on Monday that was day 2. So we have day 1, high of the week, failed breakout, day 2. And when we head into day 3, again, we talked about levels yesterday in the video. The high of day, the low of day, and the closing price from the previous day are all fixed levels that every single trader has access to. The next most important thing that we look at is the day count, day 1, day 2, day 3. Now we have a Monday to Wednesday, day 1, day 2, day 3. We have a Wednesday to Friday, day 1, day 2, day 3. We have 3-day setups, day 1, day 2, day 3. And we can also have 3 days of breakout traders in the markets, day 1 longs, day 2 longs, and day 3 longs up top where that failed breakout began. Now I want to squeeze this chart together and point something out to traders regarding levels. We have the closing price. We're going to talk about the behavior of price on day 3. We have the closing price level from Monday heading into our Tuesday, day 3 in this 3-day template. You'll notice that the last closing price that has been traded off of is from the previous Thursday in the 2 weeks ago. So we have volume trapped above closing price heading into our US window. We have the most recent closing price down low. Now, we talked about the behavior of price at these levels in the timing window in yesterday's video. Now, when we zoom out a little closer, we can take a look at today's behavior of price. We'll just tighten this up a tiny bit. We have in the London session a large engulfment candle, which to me is a death candle. That is our death candle, and we can also mark that off as our high bull, an area that we talk about in the playbook as an area of potential major resistance, timings, levels, behavior of price. Now, when we look at the 1 hour time frame, this is one of the important things that I've explained to traders, that we're looking for opportunities on a day 3 that are driven by other time frame traders. There are 2 types of trades on a day 3 in a best candidate, ideal best trade setup, and that are parabolic trend trades and parabolic reversal trades. We're on day 3. We have our death candle, and we have volume and stops and targets, closing price levels. These are magnets for the market to move towards. Remember, not chasing the candles, but looking for the behavior of price at these levels, and then aligning that with our thesis in the longer time frame. Now, on our universal EMA, on our 1 hour chart, we are clearly inside for a parabolic opportunity on day 3. And I mentioned last day and a few other videos that often on a day 3, we can have first hour opportunities if indeed that longer time frame template is set up for a best trade candidate. When we head into our US session, we have our death candle in this. We'll just mark this off so traders can see. Thesis being they're pumping it back up. Then we get our lower low and our lower highs heading into our US 12 candle window. The US session starts and we are sitting at yesterday's low of day price level, and we get our gift. We have our pump and dump collapse engulfment heading into the end of our first hour, and 45 minutes, as we talk about in the playbook, 30 to 45 minutes, and then an opportunity to be adding into this market. We had major red news at 9:45 a.m. And as I've talked about, I will often look at oil on those days other than payrolls and the Fed as potential opportunities to trade oil, as it may not react the same as currencies, gold, or indexes. And so we had a best candidate template for accelerating and adding into this position on a parabolic blow-off move on day 3 and a 3-day template. So if we just zoom back out again and just look at the levels, we had a low of day from the previous Tuesday, a low of day level. We had our closing price level from Monday the previous week as a level where volume was sitting on top of, and we had the closing price from the previous Thursday and Wednesday as potential magnet areas. Now you can go back and go study closing price. I've received a ton of questions about it. As Paul Tudor Jones says, think of your entry point as last night's closing price, yesterday's closing price. Now you can look at that in one of 2 ways. If you're already in the market, you're either in the money or you're out of the money. Or if you're looking at a best trade candidate, the thesis is that if that's the price level and I'm going further away from it and selling, I want to be trading in the direction of that opportunity, and vice versa if it's a continuation trade. Coming back and just looking at our timings and our window, we had an incredible opportunity today on oil. Pump and dump, the collapse, lower lows, lower highs, 30 to 45 minutes, locking in our coil for the parabolic blow-off heading into the second hour. Now, some traders are going to ask, what about the major red news? This is an opportunity to take portions off, leave some in, and add in after the news. The thesis is not only that we may head down to that magnet price, but we can also get a measured move opportunity of this pump and dump rectangle from the London US window. So this was just an incredible opportunity. But coming back to our template, I want to point out that not only was this an exceptional day 1, day 2, day 3 parabolic blow-off move, but understanding the levels. And then also just looking at the previous week, we had our opening range and initial balance from Friday's closing range forming a 3-day template heading into our Wednesday, which was our midpoint range of the week. We then had day 1, failed breakout on Tuesday, day 2, and a day 3 that if we just come back and look at our timing window, the New York Open, layered on top of the closing price and low of day opportunity on the same day. On a day 3 again, a parabolic day 3 for an explosive move back through the high of Wednesday, the high of that current week. A dump and pump template on a 3-day setup. So these opportunities are everywhere. And if you understand the power of a parabolic move, day 2, lower lows, pumping up for the continuation day 2, and then day 3, the parabolic blow off, day 1, day 2, day 3. These are the opportunities that will grow your trading account fast. So traders, study these templates. There are opportunities everywhere, the levels, the timings, and the behavior of price. I hope everybody had a fantastic free cash Tuesday, day 1, day 2, day 3. Have a great day, and may the markets go with you.